Front row MMA here at BAMMA 14, the LG Arena in Birmingham with Harry McLemen. It's the second time in a trot we've seen you on a BAMMA card, and once again successful against a roughhouse guy. Do you have like the magic ingredients for the roughhouse camp?
I don't know. It's just, every fight's different, every opponent's different. I'm just happy that I performed well, and it was a really, really tough fight, so I'm pleased with my performance.
Were you expecting him to be quite as good with his takedown D and his jits defense as he was?
I expected his takedown defense to be as good as it was, but he was a lot stronger on the floor than what I expected. Certainly his defense, when I mounted him, he was so difficult to keep there. So fair play to him. He obviously worked really hard in his camp, and I think it showed.
Were you sort of disappointed at all that you couldn't get the position on top, or were you just happy? Were you just happy to control and land some ground and pound and look, because you were always looking for a finish?
Yeah, I wanted to finish the fight. And obviously, I'm disappointed I couldn't finish him, but like I said, he trained hard and he come well prepared. So I'm really, really happy with how tough the fight was. I needed a tough fight, so I'm just happy with how it went.
What are you going to take away from your performance that perhaps you're going to look back on and go, right, that's what I've got to improve, or is it too early to ask that question?
No, I know there's a few things already. Me and my coach, we've already spoken about, a few things I need to work on, and I'll be back in the gym next week, and next time you see me, I won't make the same mistake. You can sure that.
Look, I always ask the question, what do you want next? But let's rephrase that. What's next for Harry McLemen?
Well, I said to Jude straight after, I won the British title, End of, I think is, I said this last time, I'll say it again, I don't think there's anyone better qualified to challenge for the BAMMA British title than myself. I've signed a 5-fight deal, so I'm not going anywhere. So, I want to be challenging for titles.
We'll leave it with that, but before I let you go, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to, any sponsors you'd like to thank?
I'd like to thank first and foremost my coaches, Big Dan and his dad, and Little Dan, my strength and conditioning coach Adam Domolowski, and my sponsors for the fight, which are British Fighter, Discount MMA and AD Fitness. And I'd also like to thank Club Continental for allowing me the use of facilities for a pretty tough weight cut, so it all helps.
It was a great performance against a really strong guy. You worked your game plan, and it was phenomenal. So thank you ever so much. Very good performance.